Hey there, guys. This is Dragon Master here. Welcome to the first episode of Star Wars and Earth, codenamed Discovery. I'm so excited. Also, there's some things up about how the video is gonna be when it's released. Really, I don't know because we've had some troubles with the equipment and the voice things we're using. So I don't know when this is gonna release. So I'm very sorry. I apologize. But we're going to do our best, and I'm really excited. So, this video is going to be up to 5 or 6 minutes long. I know it's short, but it's the best we can do right now. So, I am sorry about that, but let's get started. Also, the timeline for Earth is 2015. All right, let's begin. So, our story starts off on the planet of Empress Tida. The Teton government and Republic have discovered a new hyperspace lane. And for Star Wars, this is big because half the galaxy is still unexplored, and the Republic and any planet will do whatever it takes to discover it because many people wish to discover but have already lost their chance due to it already being discovered. So, free people have been assigned. He's a free scientist. They're triplets, two girls and one boy. The first one name is Daragon. The second are Maria and Zella. They set off on their journey through this new hyperspace lane, which will take them in the unknown regions, deep in the unknown regions, past Chiss territory. As they begin their journey through hyperspace, they come across many interesting things. Many worlds without any life. Just trees, mountains, and other things. As they're journeying through, they notice more planets, such as Pluto, Venus, and Saturn. These planets are very odd, no life, but they each have something unique about them. They also noticed a solar system, and they've identified to look like a Milky Wave. This is quite fascinating, they say to themselves. But sadly, they come across an asteroid field causing damage to the ship and they have to make an emergency stop. They are drifting for days. But they knew this was a possibility. The unknown regions are dangerous. As they journey through, well, more or less stranded, they eventually find a red planet known as Mars. And they also notice a moon, which they make an emergency landing on to do the best they can. They spend a couple more days repairing the ship and seeing if they can contact the Republic. Luckily, they're able to get a small communication saying, and they need help. They send their coordinates, and the Republic immediately sends ships out to pick them up. As they're doing this, though, they also want to explore. They're able to get one of the ships working, escape pods, sorry, and they begin their walk. As they're walking through, they walk for a day before they finally see a planet. It wasn't like the others, it was blue with lights coming off of it. They can only identify it as something similar to their own home planet of Empress Tida. It is Earth. They notice some kind of space station they can see from a distance with some binoculars. They immediately get on the ship and contact the Republic. They might have found a planet with life, and they tell them to meet them there. The Republic agrees, but says it will take a few days. So they wait for a few days studying this strange station, as they can see from a distance. They don't want to interact yet. They also study the planet. What's very interesting is that the planet's entirely populated by humans with many animals. Strange animals they've never seen before. Also, it seems the planet is split between warlords, which they can't identify as country leaders. They think the countries are warlords who rule those territories. They look for the most civilized out of them all and find the United States. They notice there's an embassy of sorts, and they realize this would be a best spot if they want to make contact. Eventually, the Republic ship does arrive, and they immediately talk about what they need to do. They realize that this race seems to have problems, big problems, and they realize they need to be cautious and careful how they plan this out. They don't know what could happen. They could startle the race, and they could try to attack them. So they immediately plan a plan. The plan is simple: make contact with this embassy and ask for permission to land on neutral ground. So they implement this plan. They send a message to the U.S. government, and the U.S. government is a bit worried. Well, really scared. This is their first contact with aliens. They immediately become worried, and the space station sees the ships, and they immediately warn them. So the United States and NATO, the UN, all agree to this meeting spot, but decide to choose a Dunkin' Donut as a meeting spot. So they send a ship. The three explorers, along with a small Republic escort, arrive at the Dunkin' Donuts. New York, they decide New York, and New York is evacuated in a couple of days. There's a small U.S. force, along with a few ambassadors, really, and a few sorry, I don't know what to say for that. Let's just say they're waiting. They become, let's say, they're a bit nervous, to say the least. This is their first contact with aliens. So basically, they arrive and walk out the ships, and the United States and the humans there are surprised to see they look almost exactly alike. And so they walk up to each other and shake hands. And they don't know if they can understand each other, but are both surprised to see they speak English. So basically, they talk at the Dunkin' Donuts, and the United States realizes what's happening, and decides to call a NATO meeting. Well, a country world leaders for every country leader to attend, because these new explorers have a message to say. And that will wrap up our video. I thank you for listening. I'm sorry, this is my first time, so it might not sound great. I'll try better on the next video. So please subscribe to the channel, and thank you.